In this demo, I'm going to give you a very quick overview of VitalSigns. VitalSigns is a browser-based server application monitoring system, and I'm looking at the main screen, which is the dashboard, and this shows me at a glance how many servers I have that are totally not responding, how many have issues, how many are issue-free, and how many are in a scheduled maintenance period. If I want to see the breakdown of that at a glance, I can look over here and see that the issues are in different categories of URL and Domino and IBM connections and so forth. I can also click on anything on the dashboard to drill down for more information. I also have a menu here that flies out as you mouse over it. The whole application is designed to be web responsive, so it looks great on lots of different devices. But I'm primarily interested in taking a look at my Domino servers that have issues. So I'm going to click on the number 5 here. That brings up the server list, and it's filtered in two ways, you see, which is only show me the servers of type Domino, although VitalSigns monitors many other types of servers, and only show me those Domino servers that have the status of issue. So that gives me 5 servers. If I click on the DOM1 server, it shows me detail about that server. If I click on the next server, it shows me detail about that. You'll notice that the tabs across the top here vary subtly. So if I click on a Domino server that is not in a cluster, I don't get the cluster health tab, which I do when I click on this server. Also, if a Domino server happens to be a traveler server, it will automatically detect that and give you the traveler health page. So the overall status tab shows you the same information for every server, which is basically the number of users, disk space, CPU, memory, and so forth. The health assessment shows you all of the tests that were performed against that server, when it was passed, when the test was performed, and whether it was a pass or fail or not. That's because servers could sometimes have multiple issues. This is a traveler server, so if I click on that, it gives me information that is specific to Traveler, like how many device syncs is it done, HTTP sessions, some tests that are specific to Traveler. So for instance, this server is currently in yellow mode, which is something that we forced by making a unrealistic threshold saying that it should be yellow if it has anything less than 80% free disk space. That was to make the demo interesting. The other tabs, this is a mail server, so you can get a quick glance at the volume of mail that is done. It's in a cluster, so you can see how well it's doing communicating with its other cluster mates and so forth. So let me go back to the main screen here. There's lots of other goodies in VitalSigns. There's a dedicated server health page for most categories of servers. So there's a connections health page and a Domino health page and an Office 365 health page and a Microsoft Exchange on-prem health page. We also have key metrics, so you could see things like show me all the mobile users that you have and when did they last sync and what kind of device do they have. And that information comes regardless of whether they are on Exchange or Office 365 or Domino. That all gets consolidated in here. There's also key metrics about disk health and CPU and memory, and if you have Domino servers, the mail delivery status will show pending mail and held mail and dead mail. If you have Exchange on-prem, it will show you the various queues, the submission queue and poison queue and so forth. So you can get a sense of if mail is being piled up anywhere in your organization. And if it's Office 365, then we don't worry about particular servers so much. We worry more about how people are using it. So there's a health page about Office 365 health here. And you can have multiple tenants, and you can make sure that the servers are responding and who has the biggest mailboxes and what are the health assessments, various tests that we're performing, and so forth. So there's also a huge number of reports, different categories, and there is also a configurator where you set things like your alert settings and who should be notified when and how often the server should be scanned and the different types of servers that you have and so forth. So there it is in 5 minutes or less. Thank you for watching.